Hey LEGO fans, welcome to another live stream of the Vintage Brick. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. We are putting together the Pirates of Barracuda Bay LEGO set, which is turning out to be my favorite LEGO set ever. I really should stop talking about myself in the third person, but I am absolutely going hard on the live streams over the last week because I am so pumped about building this set. I guess I can't wait to get it finished, but in many respects I kind of don't want to get it finished because I just want it to keep going because I'm really enjoying the build. So join with me and let's build this thing together. Make sure you come say hi in the chat. It's always more fun when people are contributing to conversation. So we have managed to get through bags 1 to 9 of 15. So we're about to rip open bag number 10. Oh, I just remembered. We get to build another mast next. That's exciting. Cool. Yes, it has been quite the week of live streams. So I'm loving this. I'm loving all the loving the streams and the good fun. So sit back, relax, chill to the music. I'm gonna stick this in my ear so I can listen to the music as well. And let's build this thing. Okay, and I always forget to switch that over. There we go, and we're good. We're good to go. I need to double check all the bag parts because last time I actually found one little piece in the corner of the bag. It's one of the spare pieces, but still, you don't want to lose those. Oh, so I can't wait to get this finished, but kind of don't want it to be finished all at the same time, but that's okay. Had a bit of a chat with someone today about this particular set, and they were kind of a little bit on the fence, and I just said, if you can, go for it. You won't regret it because it is a fantastic set. Right, let's get some room there. Where are we up to? Up to your mast. Okay. So we have been discussing the new Ecto 1, which has just come out recently. There's a few people last time that were, a couple of people that had it on order or had built it or thought it was pretty cool. Brick Scenes did an epic live stream over the weekend to knock that one out and get it built so he could do a review on it, and he posted the review video today, which I checked out, and it's good, so you should go check that out. It's such a cool set. Very cool. Okay, what do we got here for camera angles? I think we're good. One of the things I am loving about this build is actually just being able to relax and enjoy it, not necessarily having to film it for a speed build as such. but it's yeah, it's kind of nice just to chill and build. I've had a few people around to my place over the last week and shown them the various stages that it's been at, and everybody's been very, very impressed. Yeah, they're usually like, whoa, wow, that's crazy, and yeah, which it is pretty crazy, but it is a very, very enjoyable and highly recommended set to build. Oh, have I missed a piece already? Ah, of course, of course. Now, is it the long one or the short one? I wonder, because that one is very long. Yeah, I think it's the short one. Right. Righto. I have a bad habit of just skipping ahead and being a little bit gung-ho without following the instructions, kind of assuming that I'm knowing what's going on, and point in case put that one in the wrong way. Good. Oh, anyway, so sometimes I have to go back and go, what the heck have I done? But it is okay. That's what it's all about. To use the last of these monster axles. Yep, that is in there correctly. And these masts are huge. They're so long, they're so big. What have we got here? Another thing we were talking about last time was the new Lego Colosseum. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just 11. Yeah, we were talking about the Colosseum, the new Colosseum set, which is now Lego's largest set that they have ever released. Well, once it actually gets released, it will be their largest ever released. I wasn't that impressed. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it looks like a little bit of a tedious build. But I saw a video today from Boon Builds. I might have to double check that. Yeah, the guy from Beyond the Brick, and he is actually building an alternate version of the Colosseum, and I actually really like it. It's like this castle thing, which is, yeah, really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I don't know how many of or how much of the 9,000 odd pieces this particular castle uses, but it's really cool. It is very cool indeed. Right, here we go. I can probably turn the detail cam. Okay, which way around is this going? This way. And it is in place. What a monster. Oh gosh, yes, it is big. These masts are huge. So much fun. Okay. So how am I going to do this, guys? How, ladies and gentlemen, how am I going to do this? Maybe that. Where am I actually doing this? Down there. Make sure you guys can see what I'm actually working on. There we go, focus on that. Okay, I'm going to build another one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Hey Rich, how you doing? Things are going good. A stash of Lego friends. Yeah, you know, I could claim the excuse that it belongs to my daughters, but I'm sure you probably know the truth, eh, Rich? Yep. Yes, I do need to be a little bit careful with what I end up showing. Oh, I've got you intrigued now, don't I? Have to be very careful on what I end up showing on camera, because actually I don't like that. How that is around that way. Oh, are they symmetrical? No, I got the mold lines under there. There we go. Oh, maybe they are symmetrical. Don't think it really matters. Need to be a little bit careful about what I'm showing in the background there, because there are some sets which I haven't announced that I'm building, some of which are part of an upcoming series, which I am quite excited about. But it's probably going to be a wee way off in the future, so I don't want to give too much away just yet. It will be a build series, so yeah, should be kind of fun. Oh, it's going out of focus. Wait, come back. Stop showing off my Lego Friends boxes. Yeah. So yes, very, very excited about that. But as I have said previously, the build videos take ages. So I want to do another series first, while I have the chance, which I kind of started that today. Oh, Tarzan the Destroyer has arrived. Hello, Tarzan the Destroyer. Now, yeah, let's get you off here before you break something. You could, but you'd be lying. Yes, yes. It's that fine line, isn't it? It's that fine line. They do belong to my kids, but you never know, you never know. And in many ways, it would actually be kind of fun to do a bit of a Lego Friends City. We've probably got enough Lego to do quite a decent Lego Friends City. Not quite as exciting as a Lego City, but you can maybe make it that as exciting. I don't know. What do you reckon? Lego Friends City? Maybe we want to get a little bit more space to actually display everything and spread out a little bit and actually have a semi-permanent display. Then maybe I can build all of the kids sets because they do have quite a bit. They have good parts. Yeah, it's my excuse. They have good parts, man. They have good parts. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Actually, we were at a friend's place. Actually, hang on. What am I doing here? Ah, it starts over there. Right. I'm actually completely not paying attention. I'm pretty much going on autopilot here. We were around at a friend's place, and they did have, talking about Lego Friends, they had the, I think it was like the luxury yacht or something. Yeah, I'm not sure of the official title, but it was this big yacht thing, and it was actually really cool. Yeah, I'm man enough to say that a Lego Friends set. Oh, I actually thought that it was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm man enough to admit that. I'm secure enough in my own manliness that I can say that I thought that a Lego Friends set was pretty cool. What I got? Single 12. Supposed to have two 12s. What have I done? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Why didn't you tell me I put it down there? So yes, maybe one Dolphin Cruiser. Yeah, I'm not sure because I know that there's a current set which is kind of like a speedboat, luxury speedboat type thing. But this was more a luxury yacht. But it could be the Dolphin Cruiser. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was big, like big, and it had like the big removable top. You could remove the top and get to the lower decks and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, which I think the Lego Friends is obviously geared towards a lot more towards play than obviously something like this. I mean, this is geared towards play as well, but as one thing after seeing that, I was really surprised about this, where there wasn't some way of removing the top decks easily to get down to the detail in the bottom. But that's all right. It's all good. Where does this guy go? He goes all the way down there below the camera. Ah, yes, the truth comes out. Aha. So you own the Dolphin Cruiser. There we go. It is a cool set. There we go. We can both be manly together and admit that we actually admire some of the bigger Lego Friends sets. There we go. So I did see your video on the Ecto 1 today, and good job. Well done. It was very good, and I know that that was a marathon effort, and yes, it was very cool to be part of the marathon stream to get that built. Yes, very very fun. What a great set, man. I watched it with my wife in the room on the big TV, and yeah, even she exclaimed a couple of times. She was like, "Man, that's really cool." When you were going through some of the features, yeah, that's a great set. It's got good parts, yeah. Yeah, that can definitely be the justification for any set, isn't it? Really, except maybe Duplo, right? There's got to be a line. You've got to draw a line somewhere. And there's a third one. I should probably zoom out so you can see what I'm kind of doing. Oh, except this next bit I think goes up there somewhere. Thanks mate. It was after I pulled a pin on trying to review it last night. Just to film and edit in 2 hours. Yeah, that's pretty good going actually. 2 hours to get the bulk of that video done. That's really good going. I see. I saw that Brixie. I don't know if you follow Brixie in Canada, but he has got the Ecto one, and he was doing building that in his live stream today. I think he might have split it over 2 live streams potentially. But yes, I did notice that he was building it today. He had just gotten it as well. I wasn't sure how many streams this would take to build, but I think where's the long one? Where's that long one? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's entirely possible that this will the next lot of bags will go pretty quick. While the kids were at school, yeah, it's obviously a lot easier to do it when you, when the kids are at school, right? Less distractions, less interruptions, but yeah, it's weakness must endure the pain. Get it through, get it done. Yeah. Right, now, I'm sure I have there's the big long one. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool that it goes there. It's reasonably tight. Tension it by pulling this out a little bit. Nope. That would be a no. Alright. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright. And we get one of the sails out. Now, it is quite exciting using these sails. It's very cool. I think that's probably about all for doing up the top. So let's pull that back down and stop revealing my my dirty little Lego friend's secret. yeah, you kind of get to the point, when you're doing a big build where it's just like, you know what, I'm just going to push through and I just got to get it done. Unless you're like me, where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna meander and yeah, just take my time. It'll take as long as it takes. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes. Let's take it easy. Right, we are on, I'm assuming it's this triangle one here. I am quite liking these sails. They're very, very cool. Much prefer the these cloth sails as opposed to the Lego built sails on the that create a 3-in-1 pirate ship. Not that I have that ship, but yeah, I kind of like the idea of the cloth sails. I mean, it is clever how they used the Lego pieces for that. But I do definitely prefer the cloth sails. Dan833, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. You won't be here long because of final exams. The Dan just dropped down to say hi. Well, I really, really appreciate that, Dan. Thank you very much. I'm always stoked when you drop in. It's always good to have you here. Thank you so much for dropping by. I, yes, definitely appreciate you stopping by. The progress is pretty good. The progress is pretty good on the old Barracuda Bay set. Just doing this front section, just managed to do the mast. That kind of, oh, I think I've got that rather the wrong way. Did I have it around the right way? No, I did have it around the right way. Yeah, I need to get some more of those sails, as they apparently fit the old Black Seas Barracuda as well. Nice, that's cool. Did the old one just have like Lego sails, or were they like? Yeah, what were the sails made from in the original? I am curious. Kind of feels a little awkward actually. I would have thought that the sail would actually sit in something to secure it properly, but maybe it does just sit there and kind of hope for the best. Maybe. Dan, from now on I shall like every stream. Well, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. And goodbye for now, Elderling. Goodbye for now, Youngling. Hope you have a great exam, right? Yes, hope your exams go really well. And let me know how they go. And yes, go forth and study. Or go forth and exam, or whatever point you are at. But thanks for dropping by. Cloth sails, but they were long gone. The old one's frayed too. Right, so they just kind of fell apart as, yeah, I can kind of assume that they would. Hopefully Lego's learnt their lesson, right? And these newer ones. Hopefully a little bit more robust. Okay, what have we got here? Ooh, little underneath bit. Okay, cool. Cool. Oops. This is a little bit of a nerve-wracking part, isn't it? Let's find a place to squeeze. Here we go. Yay, I didn't break it. And we get to place it. Place it on the land bit. Okay, how does this go together? Somewhere over here. Let's move you out of the way. You out of the way. Move you in there. Aha, there and there. Right, nice. The little ball joints going in. 1, 2, and then it just kind of sits there. Fantastic. Right. Now how does that sit in relation to the other one? Ah, right. It's either side. Okay, and then we build out the center. Oh no. Oh yeah, it kind of just comes in like that. Cool. Right, I won't give you a fly round of. Oh no, let's give you a fly round. Let's give you a fly round. Okay, this is looking, loving this. So cool, and I mean you just got to go back so far to try and get it in. As you know, Rich, it is an absolute monster of a set. It's very cool. Actually, curious question: how does the size of this one, obviously, the Apocalypseburg will be a reasonable amount bigger, like denser than this one, but yeah, what are they like size-wise? Like, how do they compare? Is the Apocalypseburg like way bigger than this, or is it a kind of about a similar size, but just like denser and more to it? Let me know. Oh, we can do away with that bag, and we're up to bag 11. Black inverted slots into the other side, between the thicker black bits, if that makes sense. Right, yes, okay, cool. Cool, yes, it does make sense now that I'm looking at it. So, let's actually get that in where it's supposed to. So we've got those thin slots over there, and that goes slots in there. Beautiful. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Oh man, it's looking so good. So good. Right, close in height, very close, same footprint too. Yeah, I kind of had wondered, I've been pondering it for a long time actually, all of about, ever since I first thought of it about 2 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah, cool. That's really interesting. That's because I know that you were stoked to get hold of that set. That's one that you'd been after for quite a while. And I have to admit that I do have a little bit of Lego envy that you have that, because I'd be quite keen to have that one day, if at all possible as well, because it looks like a fantastic set. Great set. check for rogue small parts. No rogue small parts in that one. No rogue small parts in that one. Oh, good. Right. Oh, you get a little dude to build. Ah, one of the other mustache guys. Mustache brother pirates. Apocalypseburg was quite a bit more pricey, so I'd assume more pieces. Yeah, totally. What's the piece count on the Apocalypseburg set? Ye who has access to Google. We need his hat. Oh, musket. Cutlass. Yeah, there he is. Oh, almost forgot his most defining feature. Ye mustache. Something fun about putting together minifigs. And obviously Apocalypseburg these days is extra pricey because it's very, very much retired and very hard to get. 31.78. Oh, okay. Yep. So definitely higher piece count, but not like, you know, it's another 600 odd, 600 odd parts, 650 odd parts, which is still quite a bit, especially if they're bigger parts than the set. Yeah. You can dip your feet in the water over there. We should put them in shot, shouldn't we? Here we go. Go for a swim on the end of the dock there. Okay. So let me just angle this around so we can get a bit more on the build. So we stretch out as far. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, it's an interesting one with the old Lego Movie 2. A lot of people don't really like it. You know, they were, from what I've heard, people are kind of like, oh, it's all like, didn't like how it was all sparkly and glittery, and yeah, it's just, yeah, it wasn't as good as the first movie. It's like, yeah, I'm not sure. I actually really enjoyed it, and I thought it was, in my opinion, I think it was probably even on par with the first one, but mainly because it was so different than the first one. And especially having girls, you kind of appreciate how much the whole, you know, sparkly, glittery thing kind of makes sense. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, and from that movie, there were so many great Lego sets that came out of it. I kind of was a little bit late to the party on that, but yeah, there's some really cool sets that came out of it. Apocalypseburg being one of them. Yes, it does show how well priced the Barracuda Bay set is. It's like, I mean, 350 normal price is, you know, it's not to be sneezed at, but it's but you are getting some incredible value for that price. Yeah, it's definitely a good value for money set. When you think about like the Tantive, which is I think from memory about 1700 and change parts, and that's, I think that was like 400. Obviously the Star Wars sets, you got all the licensing and all of that built into the price and stuff, but especially when you can compare it to something like the Tantive, it's yeah, this is definitely good value for money. Yeah, so you grabbed a few sets from the Lego Movie 2. I imagine that I think I saw that you had the Excelsior. Was that right? Remember the first time I saw the Excelsior, the Lego set, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I guess it's okay. And then it just kind of grew on me. And I thought, actually, no, that's pretty cool. And then I saw the movie, and I was just like, then I realised that it was a ship of like a fist with the thumb underneath, and like that was, you know, it was yeah. It was, after that I was just like, oh, that's just cool. That's just really cool. I love it. That's very clever. Yeah, big pieces on the hull of the ship. Yeah, that's right. It's not just a ton of small pieces on the Barracuda Bay set. It's just great value. Like the Colosseum one is going to be just a ton of tiny little pieces, which I think has kind of almost been discussed to death, but being almost, let's bring it up just one more time. What am I looking for? A grey 1x1. Where are you? Two of? Where have you gone? It's great, or is it tan? No, it's a tan. Ah, it's a tan. That's why I can't find it. It's not a light grey. Apparently, light grey is different from tan. Apparently, I've heard. Apparently, they're not the same colour. You know, just in case you're wondering. Yeah. Some wise words of wisdom from the vintage brick right there. Dark tan is not the same as light grey. There, those. Oh no, I need a couple there. And I've done it again. I've like skipped ahead, I think. No, I haven't skipped ahead. You're right. Too busy yapping. Not enough building. Not enough concentration on the building. Yeah, Excelsior. Yes, it's such a crazy idea. So totally is. It's yes, that is very cool. Actually, the first time I watched the Lego Movie 2, I didn't make it through the whole thing. I mustn't have been in the right frame of mind, and I kind of got, I kind of got about a third of the way through, and I think I was just having a tired day. I was absolutely exhausted, and I was watching it with my middle daughter, and I just had to say, oh, nah, I'm sorry, I'm too tired. I can't keep watching it. And she said, yeah, I'm getting a bit bored too. She was having one of those days as well. So kind of, yeah, we stopped it there, and then didn't revisit it for a long time. And then, it must have been weeks and weeks later, decided to give it another shot and started it from the beginning, and just absolutely loved it. Just the jokes, and yeah, all of a sudden I must have been in the right frame of mind to actually get the most out of it. Right, so what am I looking for here? Now I think I am skipping ahead. Kind of combining two different steps at once and not really paying too much attention, or not enough attention anyway. Right, where are you? Just a 1x1 brick modified with a bar thingy on it. Where are you? There you are. I remember reading the reading through the credits, and because I was halfway through the movie, and actually I probably shouldn't. It's such an old movie now. This probably doesn't really matter about spoilers, right? I remember I was halfway through the movie, and I was just like, oh. I was looking up the credits, and it's like, oh yeah, Chris Pratt plays both the characters, like Emmett and Rex. Oh, that's interesting. I was just sort of taking it as it, taking the movie at face value, just as it was, and then plot twist at the end, and it's like, oh, that's why he plays both the characters. That makes sense. And after that, I what am I doing here? There. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now I kind of know what I'm doing sometimes. And then after that, I thought, I wonder what other Lego movies there are that I haven't seen. So I ended up buying the Blu-ray for the Lego Ninjago movie. And I'd never really seen any of the Ninjago series, so it didn't really make, kind of made rough sense. They do the movies in a way that you don't have to know or be a fan of the series as such to know what's going on. They make them stand alone enough, but I kind of started watching that and got about halfway through and haven't finished it. So one of these days I'll find some time to actually sit down and finish that one too. But yes, definitely Lego Movie and Lego Movie 2 are great fun movies. Really, really good. Okay, and a 3, and a 2. Oh, try not to demolish the wall when I'm at it. Yeah, Ninjago movie. It was. Oh, actually, maybe I did finish it. I can't remember how it ended, so maybe I didn't. Okay, maybe I didn't finish it. I think I must have started watching it again a second time, and kind of got at least most of the way through it. But yeah, it was fun. It was good, fun movie. Hilarious concept from the point of view, the hero's point of view. The dad's the villain. Yeah. Oh no, it's all good, buddy. It's all good, brother. Indeed. No, I'm just trying to ramble on and be coherent while I'm building. It's all good. It's I think that's one of the popular things about live streams these days, is that you can kind of just jump in and out and kind of listen and half listen in to what's going on and do some other things at the same time. There was a girl that my daughters found on YouTube who was doing some Armageddon videos, and they were looking out for her all the time that they were at Armageddon. And on the last day they saw her and they went up to her and said hi, and she's a reasonably small YouTuber at this stage, and it ended up being her first fan experience, and it ended up just making her day. My girls are pretty polite and pretty easy to talk to, and just kind of made her day. And then I ended up subbing to her just to make sure that her content was okay for my girls to be watching and stuff, which I assumed it would be, but as a dad you make sure. And I ended up saw that she was doing a live stream, and jumped on and said, "Oh yeah, I'm the dad of the girls that came up to you on the last day of Armageddon." And she just raved and raved and raved about how amazing it was that they came up to her, and how it really made her day, and all of that. But I kind of sat on that stream. I think I was doing some video editing at the time, or doing some work at the time. And but that's one of the cool things about streaming, is you can just you can kind of multitask while listening to the stream and contributing now and then and having a bit of conversation, and being coherent isn't a must. Tomato, hello, how you doing, buddy? Have I seen you on another stream somewhere else, Tomato, or have I seen you on, or have you been on one of my other streams? I recognise your name, but I haven't seen you around for a while. Are you new to this channel? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a fantastic day, wherever in the world you are from. Awesome. So what country do you call home there, Tomato? Just out of curiosity, I'd love to find out where in the world people are watching me from. We've had a couple of guys from Dubai, a guy from Korea the other night. It's quite cool. You eat tomatoes. You eat tomatoes? Well, congratulations. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes myself. I do eat them on occasion, but I'm not a huge fan. That doesn't mean I'm not a huge fan of you, however. I won't hold it against you that you eat tomatoes. Australia! I ride my kangaroo to school every day, mate. Excellent. I am from New Zealand. Maybe I'll put on my thick New Zealand accent. And yes, well, welcome. You're from Australia. I won't hold that against you. Things are pretty crazy over there. I hope you're keeping safe. Yeah, I've been to Australia a few times. Not a few places. Been to Sydney and to Melbourne. You're Māori in Australia? Nice, cool, fantastic. It's got to be about coming out 8:30 over there, I'd say, depending on where in Australia you are. Saw a great comedy thing. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's I think he's semi-famous. Well, he's a famous comedian. But he's a British guy, and he got asked to explain the difference between Australian and New Zealand accents, and he did it in such a hilarious way, but also so accurate. Just that New Zealanders tend to talk at the very front of their mouth, and they talk quite quickly, and it's all very nice, and welcome to New Zealand. And then he talked about the Australian accent, and it's just like, when they find a vowel, they really stick at it. They really go for it. It's like, mate, it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Such an accurate description. So great. Stereotypical. Not everyone, but yes, I was in stitches at that one. So funny. 7:30. Okay, so you must be over the yeah. So you must be not New South Wales side. What do you like? Middle to west, I'd say. So we are building the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set, and I have to say it is my absolute favourite set that I have ever built. I'm absolutely loving the build. It is so cool. See, I'm loving all the little details inside the cabins as well. Even though you can't get to them, there's lots of details and just cool little bits and pieces like cups and bottles and jars and glasses and stuff that you kind of only really see if you're peering through the top mesh bits. Yeah, I suppose you can see it looking from the back and the cross-section view. But yeah, such a great set. Absolutely loving this build. Brisbane. There we go. Brisbane. Brizzy. Brizzy, mate. Brizzy. Nice. Well, yes. Welcome, Mr. Tomato. Where's my cookie? There's my cookie. And where's the little pan thing that goes on? There he is. Here he is. I'm going to build some Lego with you. Excellent. Bro. What? Same here. I love the set as well. I like the story and the characters. Yeah. Yes, I haven't gotten into the story yet. I kind of had a look at some of the characters, and you got the mustache pirate guys, the Mustache Brothers. But kind of, I keep meaning to actually read all the stuff in the front of the instructions and to see some of the backstory, because I think I'd probably love the set even more, which I kind of find that hard to believe. How could I love the set even more? But I'm sure that I probably would once I figured that all of that history or that lore out. But yeah, it's just a great set. So tell me, what set are you building? What set are you building tonight? Is it the new Ecto 1? Have you splashed out and got that on near the day of release? Where's my 3x1 brick? Is it 3x1? Yeah, it is. 3x1. Hello? Oh, they're staring me right in the face. Sometimes I'm so blind. So this will be the other side. see if I can get this guy to focus on a little bit more on what I'm doing. Making a spaceship for my space crew. It's a mock. Oh, fun! A mock, excellent. It's nothing like a good space mock. If you have seen, or if you end up watching any of my videos, you will quickly discover that I am a big fan of space stuff in general. Kind of grew up on the old Space Classic sets, and they were definitely my favourite when I was a kid. We over here we recently just had the Auckland Brick Show, and there was a very impressive space mock there, which I did a top three, top three of my favourite sets of the show, and spoiler, but it was my favourite, definitely my favourite of the show. It was very impressive. It was huge. Well, I mean, it probably actually wasn't the biggest display there. There were some pretty insanely big displays there, but it was pretty big. It was very big, and it was very detailed and very impressive. I couldn't even imagine doing something that big at this point, at this stage. Oh, I missed out a step on that other. Did too. When did that go in? Yeah, just missed those two parts. Oopsie! Silly me! So easy to do when you're talking away. Just miss a step. Space mocks are my fave. Yeah, space is awesome. I grew up on Lego hand-me-downs. Most of the sets were half broken, so lol, noise. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's something cool about the even the, like, hand-me-down sets, because you can often get some of the vintage ones. I mean, technically, all of the sets that I had when I was a kid that I've kept and I still have, which I've done videos on, which was the whole purpose of the starting of the channel, actually. Yeah, they're all vintage sets, but those were mine from when I was a kid. What am I saying? Oh man, it's supposed to be a black, not brown. There we go. That's better. Right. Okay, what are we missing here? Flat bit there. Do I live stream a lot? This last week I have. I have been doing a lot of live streams, and really enjoying it too, actually. This set in particular, I have really enjoyed building. I haven't done a lot of live streams in the past, but it was something that I kind of wanted to do. Yeah, wanted to start doing more of anyway. I thought that I would start live streaming while I was doing the builds for the speed build videos, but I got this particular set as a gift, and I thought, it's too big to do a speed build video on, and because they take ages, and especially on the bigger sets like this one, 2,500 odd pieces. So I decided that I would just live stream it. I would just take it easy and just enjoy the build, and I've really enjoyed streaming and building it. Some of the streams I've kind of been there's only been like 1 or 2 people on the streams, or none, but it's been totally fine, because it's just like, I'm just gonna hang out with myself and hang out with my bad self and build it, and if somebody comes along and chats, then cool. So I think it's definitely something that I will do a lot more often. I have enjoyed streaming, so I think yes, I'm definitely getting used to the idea of streaming now, and getting used to rambling on sometimes about kind of about nothing, but definitely getting used to it. It's definitely something that I could do more of. I think I've done this week, for the last 8 days, I've done streamed every second night. So just chilling, just chilling. Someone who wants to come out and come and hang out, then that's cool. It is really fun actually, talking with different people from around the world. It's kind of just like a bit of a drop-in space, really. Some people like to chat, some people like to just hang out in the background and keep to themselves, but either way it's totally fine. As a streamer, sometimes you run out of things to say, and that's all good. These streams, I have started playing the music in the background though, which I think definitely helps it not be quite so dry in those times where you run out of things to say, or that nobody else is on the stream listening. So that's even harder when nobody's there. So it's like you're just kind of talking away to yourself. It's much easier when someone's there actually listening to your rambles. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, sometimes you search up Lego live streams and build along. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of makes you feel not quite so alone, or like you're actually hanging out with somebody while you're building. No pressure as such. Yeah, it's cool. He's good. There too. All good. I'm not saying anything of great importance, but was just saying it's nice to it's a good idea, just searching Lego live streams and just building along. It just gives you some company. This. I love the arches in this this build. Such good detail. Getting there, almost to the end of, what bag are we up to? Bag 11? Yeah, bag 11. nice. That should be looking fine. Yes, the ship is looking fine. I do indeed go to church. It's what I do on my Sunday mornings. Right. Oh, we're almost to the end of. Oh, I've got some big bits over here still. Jolly good. Yep. Alright. The church I go to is it's kind of like a small, well, it's kind of like an independent, but it's not really, yeah, it is part of another church. It's a smaller church around where I live. Yes, definitely an important part of my life and who I am and what I do and all of that, as I'm sure you know, and I'm sure you are probably in a very similar boat. My favourite Lego theme. This is the rudder. Okay, that's cool. Let's just spin it around. My favourite Lego theme. That's a tricky one. I'm still kind of. I've only really just gotten back into Lego, so I'm kind of still exploring all of the different options. Favourite would probably be Star Wars. Yeah, probably Star Wars. However, maybe Pirates now after building this set. Just trying to think what other ones that I've gotten so far. I have got couple of Technic sets. I do like the Technic models, though they're really hard to film. So it's kind of fun building them. But yeah, certainly have to enjoy putting all those tiny little pins in. It's like, yeah, this particular model has 2,000 parts, 1,000 pins, but you know, technically 2,000 parts. But the Technic models are pretty cool. I think what else I've got. Yeah, mainly pretty much Star Wars, Technic, and this one. of my newer sets. Does that go in front of? Yeah, there we go. It's looking good. Yeah, I got the Star Wars theme. I got the Tantive, which I was pretty stoked about getting, as well as a U-wing and an X-wing. I think I'd quite like to get a Y-wing at some point, just to round out the collection. Oh, I'm missing a piece. Surely one of those isn't supposed to be brown. Oh, what have I... Gosh, here's my black one. Too busy talking, making all sorts of mistakes. Mistakes left, right and centre. There we go. Glad I figured that out. That could have been very confusing for a long time. Pirates and Star Wars, yeah. Probably city and creator and castles. Nice. Yeah, those are cool. I have admired a lot of the city sets, especially some of the newer ones. Yeah, they're very cool. I have been very tempted on many occasions to buy some of those. I always end up talking myself out of it, like, oh, it would be the only city one that I have, and I'm not really collecting those as such. But there is some very, very cool stuff, and I know I see one of the trends, it looks like, with a lot of the YouTubers is building up a Lego city. So lots of buildings and yeah, just building up an entire city, which is pretty cool. I saw a couple of videos today actually on YouTube of, I'm just trying to think what her channel name was. Was it Digibricks UK? I think Digibricks UK, and she's like she's got this huge Lego city, and she must be a programmer or something, because she's built an app, and she controls all of the lights and all of the motors and all of the sounds and everything in her whole Lego city through an Arduino processor, and she's built an app on a tablet to hook into it, so she can control all of the lights and everything from her tablet. That's really cool. And she's even got like a scrolling billboard notice board thing for the train station, the departures and arrivals and stuff. It's so cool. Very, very clever. That kind of thing sounds like so much fun to set up and to program. I'm a bit of a computer geek myself and do programming of sorts, web development, but programming stuff for my day job. Super fun. Yeah, once you get one, you've got to get them all. It's so true. It's like once you start a series, it's like you got the floodgates open, right? Alright, this is looking good. So we've got the detail in there. So this must be the galley at the back of the ship. So then we've got the rudder. Too cool. Okay, right. And what's the time? Yeah, we've got time for another bag. Let's do another bag. spares. Get rid of the spares into the spares bag. Any suggestions for your space captain? Any suggestions for my space? For your this is where punctuation is key. Have any suggestions for my space captain? Have any suggestions for my space captain? Have any suggestions for my space captain? Name suggestions if any, right? Explorer McExplorer face? No. Ooh. It's got to be something like Zane or like Xander. Like Xander asteroid or something like that. Or Zane, Captain Zane asteroid. Oops, that does not go there. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. What else could we call your space captain? Captain Xander asteroid actually sounds cool. What are some other space captain names? Oh, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's usually you can get the point across pretty quick, and that's what you generally try and do in chat. Is just you type as fast as you can just to try and get the message out. Sometimes it doesn't quite. Sometimes it causes a little confusion. So I saw a thing on Facebook. It was like, punctuation is key, and then it was like, let's eat, comma, grandma, or let's eat, grandma. So it's just pictures of grandma going, what? Let's eat, grandma? Huh? Funny. Xandosaurus Rex the Great. Yeah, nice. Xandosaurus Rex the Great. Admiral Xandosaurus. Where is that piece? Probably staring me right in the face. Where are you? Hang on, what am I doing here? Okay, let's put you over there. Ah, it's right there. It was staring me right in the face. Found it! Don't panic! Kane Yo-Yo. That's a sick brick. Hello, Kane Yo-Yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream of the Vintage Brick. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks for coming along and hanging out. What you up to? Where you from? What you doing? You building anything? What Lego are you? What Lego themes are you into? Do tell, do tell. Always love to hear where people are from and what people are up to. It's one of the great things about live streaming. You get all sorts of people coming in and saying, hey, been looking into Lego. Do you have any pro tips? Find a theme that you like and just go for it. It used to be that there was, I guess there used to be a little bit of a stigma about, like, you know, when you were past a certain age that you shouldn't be playing with Lego, you shouldn't be playing with toys, but you know what, who cares? It's super fun. I mean, at the end of the day, who doesn't love Lego? I think anyone as a kid who played with Lego, that is now an adult, secretly deep down, they will always love Lego, whether they admit it or not. So seriously, just go for it. But yeah, I think a place to start, just pick a theme, pick something that you like. Are you into Star Wars? Do you like some of the? Do you like the city theme? This particular set that we're building at the moment, the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, is an amazing set. It's a pretty big one. Definitely not a hard build. Lego is definitely not hard to put together, but it is super fun. My laptop was dead, but now it's back on charge. Well, jolly good. I'm glad that you can stick around for a little bit longer at least and have some power. I got the power. Yes. From California, name's Kane. Ha! It's even spelt the same as mine. Ha! My name's Kane as well, spelt the same way. That's pretty rare. You are probably the first or second person in my entire life that I have met that has the same first name, Kane, and is spelt that way. So, congratulations, we are name brothers. I think I want to start with the Friends Central Perk Cafe. Good choice. Excellent. Yep. I was surprised at how somewhat expensive some of the sets were. But the one I'm looking at is only $60. Yep. I've heard that the Central Perk Cafe is a great set. I haven't built it myself. But totally, you know, if you were a fan of Friends, then yeah, definitely. It'd be a great intro to building. Yeah, but some of the sets, yep, they do get very expensive. Especially the Star Wars ones, because you tend to pay, I guess, what I can only assume is licensing costs on top of the actual price of the Lego. So the privilege of being able to actually use the Star Wars name and all of that kind of carry on. So generally you'll find that the Star Wars sets are much more expensive than like by piece count than the rest of them. But usually you kind of get what you pay for. If it's not a branded set like a movie themed set like Star Wars or Harry Potter or something like that, if it's a set that is a Lego brand, then then you usually get what you pay for. So the more expensive sets have obviously a lot more pieces and are bigger. But I think that that Central Perk set will probably be a really good start. It will be a good choice. And I think it's very easy to kind of rush a build. And I think for a first build, just take your time and just enjoy it. Yeah, it is. Put on some music. Sometimes you could like build it in front of the TV, watching a favorite TV series, or or your favorite live stream. But yeah, just take it slow, enjoy it. But yeah, go for it. Yeah. Yep, no, I'm not joking. it's absolutely hilarious. Central Perk is really cool. Definitely enjoyed that one. Yep. Yeah. Kane, make sure you go check out Brick Scene as well. He does fantastic reviews on a lot of sets. Rich, did you do a review on the Central Perk Cafe, or have you just built it? Rich will do a lot of reviews on the newer sets that came out. He just did a Kane, I don't know if you were into Ghostbusters at any point, but he just did a review on the Ecto 1, which just got released, which is a huge set. It's big. I think it's the same piece count as this, like 2,500 odd pieces. And but that's a pretty impressive model. It's very, very cool. Looked up a video just to check it out quick, and it looks neat. Even the box has a bunch of cool references. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I think it probably comes with the minifigs of of all of the Friends characters as well. So yeah, definitely if you're a fan of the show, absolutely, that'd be a great place to start. Totally. Where's my bits? I've lost my bits. Where are you? Oh, there, right there. Oh, this sounds like an appropriate remix of a sea kind of theme for a pirate ship. It's kind of Pirates of Caribbean, except not Pirates of Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, however you say it, from wherever you are in the world. Paulina did a review. Cool. Yeah, just gets you used to just used to the bricks and how they kind of goes together and how the instructions work and stuff. It's good. Do you guys watch Alex Nunes? I have heard of him, but I don't think I've actually seen any of his videos. Would you recommend him? Mr. Tomato? Yeah, he's pretty good. Cool. Yeah, I should probably check him out at some point as well. Gosh, they're really flirting very close with the Pirates of the Caribbean melodies in this one, aren't they? It's so close. So close, but just different enough. Sneaky, sneaky. So the other sets I've been gazing at are the architecture ones. Yep, cool. Golden Gate Bridge seems pretty simple, and I've been there, so maybe I'll get that one. Yep. I haven't done any of the architecture ones myself, but I can absolutely see the appeal, especially if it's sort of commemorating places that you've been, especially in your neck of the woods, in California. I've been to California a few times, but San Francisco is one place which I haven't been. I've been to LA quite a bit. A few years ago now. Yeah, some of those architecture ones are pretty cool. Yeah, and then they've actually just brought out a new. Well, I don't know. Would the Colosseum be classed as the architecture series? Rich, do you reckon? But yeah, they've just brought out Colosseum, which is actually Lego's biggest Lego set ever released, with like 9,000 parts. So that's pretty nuts. I certainly recommend that you don't start with that one. Right, where am I up to? Turn it around. Yeah, just got a streaming channel, streaming service. But I've been streaming service for the music. But yeah, I've been quite impressed with the the beats. It's actually pretty good. I often struggle to find music that I like and is appropriate for the speed build videos that I do, to get the right mood and the right feel. But I have been quite impressed with this. Now I have made a mistake. Okay. Let's pull this off and go back here. Aha! Aha! There we go, easy fix. Go. What I recommend, go to Lego City Builder. Here's more of an F-hole. Oh yeah, Lego City. Can you yes, I think the Colosseum is Create Expert. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I think the Golden Gate Bridge is possibly a pretty good start as well. Maybe set number 2 after the central perk. But that's one of the things about Lego sets too, is that they really do make great display pieces. Sitting on a shelf once they're complete. These days the models are can be so detailed. Yeah, it can be quite impressive. Do you know how often they come out with Lego idea sets? They're a fan submitted sort of thing, right? Yes, pretty much. So there's a Lego ideas thing where people can submit their ideas for a Lego set to Lego, and then the community votes on them. And if they get enough votes, then it tends to go into production. As far as I'm aware, that's how it works. correct me if I'm wrong, anybody else? But yeah, this particular one that I'm building, the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, is loosely based on a ship from the late 80s called the Barracuda, I think. My mind's just gone blank. But yeah, so they've kind of taken the idea of that ship, made it modular so that you can pull apart the different sections of it, and then they've made it into a shipwreck scene, and then you can take those bits and put it together and actually make a full pirate ship again, which is really cool. It's quite clever, very, very clever. I think they come out every 3 or 4 months. Yep, I think they usually have a new wave of sets in general, about every 3 or 4 months. Oh, you meant Alex Noon's. Recommend Alex Noon's to somebody who's building Lego City, because he's more of an FO. FO Kane is stands for Adult Fan of Lego. Just if you see that term being thrown around, it's not some kind of derogatory term or anything like that. An adult fan of Lego. I love these bright yellow accents along the top. They just really make everything pop and just really stands out so nice against the black and the dark brown. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing, people? What am I doing? Not yet. Just got so excited about the yellow pieces that I completely skipped a part. Settle down. Settle down. Has there ever been a professional wrestling Lego set? If not, that's something I pay for. I have no idea, actually. I am not sure. I think Rich would probably be the person to speak to that. Has there ever been a professional wrestling, like WWF, WWE type Lego set? I would assume not, because I would imagine Lego would be anti any kind of violence, because they don't do military sets for that very reason. They don't want to promote violence and promote war-like stuff. And I'm wondering, I would assume that the WW wrestling stuff would probably fit into that category of violence, even though it's staged. Yeah. So I don't know for sure. Not that I know of. Would be cool though. Yeah. So there we go. Not at this stage. Not as far as we know. Done it again. I've skipped ahead a step. These little lanterns are very, very cool. All right. Okay, so we've got this, the outside, and from the inside with the windowsill with, what is that, a compass, little plume thingy, and a cup. And so now we get to stick this on here. See, it just goes along there. Nice. It's always interesting how they get the different curves, and especially when it comes to, I imagine we're going to be building the other side of that in the next bag. Yeah, the different curves, especially when it comes to like circular curves and angles. It's yeah, it's really interesting finding the building techniques to get around those limitations of square blocks and difficult angles. Brick scene, I will let you answer that. There are boxing Lego minifigures from minifigure blind bags. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, they do have boxes, but no boxing sets. So I wonder if it's they don't mind having characters who are like boxers, and yeah, maybe they could have wrestler characters. Nicola Green, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Thanks for coming along and hanging out. We are building the obviously the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set. Well, I've only got a few more bags actually. What bag am I up to? 12. So 13, 14, 15. Oh, I've only got 3 more bags. Very cool. But yes, we're just hanging out, just yeah, just talking about whatever we kind of feel like. So yeah, it's awesome. I looked it up and there's some cool ideas for some, but nothing official with the bias things. I can see why. Yeah. So I mean, that's totally just a guess. I know for a fact that Lego don't do military sets for that reason. Whether that extends to like violent sports like wrestling, yeah, it's just a guess. But yeah, I don't know. Makes sense to me. It's logical to me. Yes, this ship is looking really good. I'm going to get to the end of this bag and then I'm going to do a little bit of a fly around, and I think I will save the last 3 bags for next time. But yes, I'm loving how this is coming together. I love the yellow and the like I said before, the yellow accents on the black and brown. Very cool. Yeah, true. Violent. I mean, Star Wars does have violence and does depict war. So, however, that is more, I guess, fantasy violence. So that might be a little bit different than like real violence stuff. I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, just a guess. Yes, so Brickscene is a friend of mine. He lives in the same city that I do, and yeah, he has a great channel and does some fantastic videos. So highly advise you check him out. It's definitely a weird thing with Lego and violence. They've just released the Colosseum. Look what happened there. Good point. Indeed. You can't get much more violent than what happened in the Colosseum. Too true. Right, let's see if we can raise this up a little bit. Oh, I appreciate that, Kane. I only speak the truth, man. I only speak the truth. I love your work. I'm a genuine fan. So, no, it's all good. You kind of cover a different scene to me. You do a lot more reviews and things. So, there's no point in me trying to do what you're doing. So, absolutely recommend you. And give you credit where credit is due. So no, all good. So Nicola, are you still around? Are you building any Lego at the moment, or are there any themes that you're into? Come join the chat. That ship is looking amazing. It sure does. Do you have the Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship? No, I don't. I was thinking about possibly getting it, but I think I have a feeling it might be a little bit of a disappointment after building this set. I saw a post actually today on one of the Facebook groups, and I've talked to Rich about this before, and I saw a post today about the comparison between the Barracuda Bay ship, the new one, Pirates of Barracuda Bay, but actually put together as a ship, compared to the Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship, compared to the Ninjago Destiny's Bounty, just to get the different sizes. And the Creator 3-in-1 is significantly smaller. So I mean, it could be kind of fun, but I mean, it's a lot cheaper too. It's like here, I think it's 130 or 150 compared to like 300 or 350. So obviously, you'd expect it to be a lot smaller. But it could be a cool one to have as well, especially if I got some of these cloth sails, and replaced the kind of like the brick plate, the plate sails. But I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I have thought about it. Would be kind of cool. They do all Western stuff with pistols, Star Wars and Lego movies, spring-loaded shooters. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, who knows? And they're doing pirates. Yeah, it's true. Pirates generally aren't the nicest guys, right? If I remember correctly, yeah, known for their courtesy. Exactly. Good point. Right. So make sure I don't skip ahead, which I have done. Here we go. Now I'm back on track. So that goes there, and that goes there, and that goes there. I'll spin this around so you can just see what I'm doing. And these will be the steps going up. That's in the wrong place. I would personally would not get the 3-in-1 pirate ship after Barracuda Bay, especially since the Creator ship has brick-built sails. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the brick-built sails, I think they're quite clever, and I think they're done well. But I do think that you're right. It kind of would be a little bit of a letdown after the detail and the scale of the Barracuda Bay set. I've put that in the wrong place. Yeah, but like I said, we could possibly get some replacement sails, and instead of having the brick-built sails, have the cloth sails, and then it could possibly complement the Barracuda Bay ship a little bit. It could be just like its little cousin or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. At the end of the day, you kind of got to pick and choose really what sets you want to get. It gets exceptionally expensive if you start grabbing everything that you see that you like. Exceptionally. Do you have any cool ideas for a Lego set? I'm probably a fan of some modern space classic ideas. Probably not any real new ideas, because I think that idea's been done to death. Like, there have been some guys that have got some ideas on the ideas thing at the moment, and I'm saying ideas a lot, aren't I? There was one that I saw which was really cool. It was kind of like a modular modern space classic base. And you could do a whole bunch with it, so you could build it in all sorts of different configurations and then bolt them onto each other, so you could get multiple of the set and actually build your base up from that. I thought that was a really, really cool idea. I was super impressed with that. Maybe some more big galleon ships. I think those would be really cool. But then again, I mean, it's kind of, to a certain extent, it's kind of all been done, right? Like one of the other YouTubers that I recommend is Mock My Bricks, and he will often get 2 of a particular set, and then he'll build a mock, like a bigger version of that set out of the 2 versions. So he got like the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, and then he got 2 of them, and he built the pirate ship, but he built it like way bigger, and that's super impressive. But yeah, no, that's just something that he's doing at the moment. Cool, thanks Rich, thanks for coming and hanging out. Always a pleasure to have you on a stream. Love hanging out, love chatting. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will definitely catch you next time. Yeah, space. Yeah. I knew you'd be into that, Tomato. Considering what you are currently working on. Yes, definitely. You should check out that modular space base. Actually, I might see if I can track it down and post a link to it, I guess, on the description of this stream. Yeah, just so you can go and check it out. Because I just thought it was really cool. I may not even be remembering it 100% correctly, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool at the time. Right, put this together. What's a pirate ship without a few cases of treasure? Now, is that going to close? No, it kind of just stays open. And chuck in a couple of gems. You know what? Chuck in some extras too, because we can, because there are some extras. Spin this guy around. And you go there, yes. Alright, and that is the end of bag 12. Right, let's get rid of these spares into the spares bag. This is interesting. This is how many spares there are so far in the build. Quite a few. Alright, so the next bag we end up finishing off this part of the ship, and then time will tell. I don't want to skip ahead. I want it to be a surprise. Alright, let's just pack these instructions away. That's the amount of building we are going to be doing tonight. But let's have a little bit of a look as to where we are at with all of this. Okay, so here's what we've managed to build. We kind of started. That's what we've managed to build on the stream. Got the detail here of the galley, and I imagine this is probably going to be the captain's quarters at the back with the big chest of treasure on one side. Next stream, I imagine the next bag will be building the other side and filling out the back and the top. So that's cool. We also managed to finish off this section here with the monster mast. I mean, this thing's huge. Like, unplug that, and it's hard to even get it all in shot. Like, it's just a massive model that is so cool. Like I've said a couple of times, I am absolutely loving this build, adoring this build. My kids are loving seeing the progress as well. Every morning after I've done a stream, they come down and they're all like, "Whoa, it's so cool!" See, up here they've decided that the machete lives in the plants, but I'm going to correct that and put that and the cutlass back in the barrel. What else have we got? I mean, we've got so many details in here. We've even got a toilet over there. I'm pretty sure that's a long drop toilet, which is hilarious. And then got cannons, and there's just so much detail. So go into more of the detail later on when we probably maybe the end of the next stream, once I actually have finished the whole model. But I'm loving the sails and the monster masts, and I just can't say enough about the set. It is so cool. So yes, super fun, super cool. Absolutely love it. In fact, let's move this back in here. So, right. Yes, looks very cool. It really is hard to get actually in the shot. Actually, I wonder if we can pull this off. Yes, very cool. This, at least wider angle lens, at least gets a little bit more in the shot. But yes, very cool. Still my favorite Lego set ever. The more I build, the more I love it. But that is going to be me for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I have absolutely loved hanging out with you guys. Hope to see you again in the next stream, which I'm not sure at this stage when it'll be. Most probably Friday night at this stage. Friday night New Zealand time. So I normally start at go from around about 9:30 to 11:30ish when I do that, but that's New Zealand time. So I hope that you will join me again next stream. But right now, go out, be awesome, or stay in, build Lego, and I will see you next time. Out.